we certainly do need to have a local shop, a local centre where people can come and sit down, have a chat. No, it's extremely important.
Well, we set up as the Lorrha Historical Society in 2010, and we got a good group of people together, and you know, it was well supported. Then in around 2014, the shop in Lorrha here was closing, and Dennis and Lil Maher, they were always a great support to us in the Historical Society. They asked us would we be interested in taking over the shop and maybe opening some sort of a heritage centre. So myself and James Heenan said, yeah, we'll work something on it. So we had a meeting, we got a wide range of people together, and we said we'd try and open up the shop as a heritage centre. But then it came to us that there was kind of a need for a shop as well, like a community shop. So to make a long story short, the hall became available, and the hall was also struggling at the time. So we actually moved up to the hall, we got our community in, and literally we opened up a shop overnight in the hall in around 2015.
Well, everything that we have currently in the hall here will move into the new extension. There'll be crafts out there, there'll be the shop, there'll be a tea room, etc. And the hall then will revert back to what it originally was, just a hall like. But it's got great possibilities now down the line, because as we know in rural Ireland, so many things are closing down in villages and towns, and something has to be put in place for the local people, like. So now we'd be hoping, obviously we're now up and running with the extension. We are hoping to do some work on the main hall. Basically we want to make the whole complex now kind of a state-of-the-art building, like, for the whole community and visitors alike.
After several years over in the UK, I just needed to do something, and when the meeting came up originally, you know, when the shop was closing down in the village, we needed to do something, and I got involved.
There was times we thought we were naive, because we were looking at a heritage centre, a shop. You know, we wanted to look after all sorts of people and communities, I suppose. We were looking at tourism coming in here, we were looking at buses coming in, and I suppose we stepped back and had a bit of reality check and said, look, Lorrha is Lorrha. If we just even had, you know, a small amount of people coming in here, we don't want to be a Clonmacnoise, you know. While that'd be nice, we didn't want to kind of lose the uniqueness, I suppose, of Lorrha, because that's its own selling point. Like, you can ramble around the old monasteries here and literally be the only person, but we still would have wanted a couple of people to be kind of coming, you know, over the summer every day, or maybe the odd busload, and that has happened now.
There will be central funding. It doesn't cover everything. Over the last number of years, I think everybody knows, with building inflation, it's eaten into money that people have put aside for a project. So for the likes of us, or any small community, fundraising is very, very important. And if people can support us by buying a brick, it'll be absolutely fantastic. Because if you want to keep something like this in place in your local area, you just got to come out and support it financially, and by, you know, coming to the shop and using the premises, basically. We have bricks bought from Australia, from England, from Canada, from America, because obviously there's 70 or 80 million Irish all over the world, and you know, some of them came from Lorrha.